Tony, as you can see, he put a lot of time into the research and actually designed his class, and he designed the posters, Fishing for Answers. He done all our website and got a lot of stuff up and running, as well as David White and information from Jim Laws. And I'd also like to thank Paul Berry. I think he's here somewhere. If it's raining and it's on the river, he's here for sure. He's here. And he made all those posters and donated them to get out around the community. And look at the people that we have here on a rainy day. And we invited Pat Finnegan and our local MLAs, and look at the rain shine. We got your member of parliament here to speak, and I'll tell you, I only met with him once in his office, and he listened to our concerns, he listened to the people, and let me tell you, he negotiated for this river in good faith against some hard customers, and I'll let him tell you how that went, but I want everybody to give him a round of applause and let everybody know that he's working for us and our concerns right here in the Northwest Miramichi. So thank you for coming, Pat.
Well, I just want to say thank you. You know, the attendance here today shows that you folks are really concerned about the river, about where you live, about what happens on the river, inside the river and outside. And I think, you know, with the weather that we have today, it's a real tribute, and I really want to thank you. I want to thank you for inviting me here today. And for the last 2.5, 3 years, I've been learning a lot. I'm absolutely no expert when it comes to bass fishing, or, you know, I've fished like everybody else in my younger days, but I'm no expert. And I've learned a lot, and I've learned a lot from you. I've learned a lot from, I've questioned DFO. But what I saw first when we had the meeting last summer in Miramichi with Mr. Laws and a bunch of you people there also, was that I saw that a lot of the questions, a lot of the people that were living here were not part of the discussion, and to me that was missing. And I think it's DFO owes it to the people of the river to explain the rationale, to explain how they come up with a management plan. And it's their job. It's their job to do that. But I think it's also their job to let people know how they arrive at those numbers. And we probably will never all agree on how to do it. But I think whatever they decide, they need to let us know, you know, how they came up with that way of managing the river. So, of course, the last month has kind of got the big discussion going again. And I've been asking questions. As you said, I've asked the DFO staff. I've had conversations with the minister. I've had conversations. I'm sitting on the Department of Fisheries and Ocean, and we don't always get to pick the topic. But I made sure when we had DFO staff, including the Deputy Minister Catherine Blewett, I asked her that same question, the ones that you've been telling me. How do you arrive at a rationale like that? How do we all of a sudden this year have a closure on the river? You know, does it make sense? But why, you know, with the numbers that we have, why does it make sense? Explain it to us and to the people so I can tell everyone, you know, how we came around that decision. And I haven't had a straight answer yet, but I haven't given up. And again, I've had many people in my office, Ms. Norton, I've had Mr. Carney, I've had a lot of people messaging me, and I think I've answered. I've replied. I didn't give you the answer probably you were looking for, but I think it's my job to make sure that your concerns are brought there, and that they have a job also to get back to you and let you know, and also consult, because I think you guys along the river, you know, you have an expertise that you don't learn in books, and that you've seen the river, you know how it works, and the mechanics of it, and so I think they need to consult more, and they need to not just do it as an exercise, but make sure that, you know, they rationale whatever's being said. So I don't think that's it's happening a little bit more. I think they opened up an online consulting, and they're consulting with groups, but I think they still need to answer a lot of the questions to the people on the river. So that's my job. I'm not here with a solution or with an answer that probably everybody likes. But I can tell you that I ask those questions every time I get a chance. I've had lots of conversation with Dominique and the deputy, and I'm going to continue. And I think what you're doing here is important. I think it's going to make a difference. They've opened up ever slightly, but I think going ahead, I think it's going to make a difference. So I want to thank you all for first of all, inviting me, and I'm sorry that I jumped the queue here. I didn't really mean to do that, but I got to head out. I got another meeting, and I'm sorry for all you guys outside.